energy globally?
Well, I think the utilities are already in the midst of this discussion. When you look at the investments from the power sector today, I would say around 90% in rough numbers from generation are really going into renewables these days. So the shift in investments has happened in the utilities. The question is now, how do we get the other corporates into this discussion? And the companies that are exposed to consumer pressure, the B2C companies, the Googles, the Facebooks, they can see they need clean energy because consumers want clean energy. Now we need to look at the industrials that really need a lot of energy and really also need to revamp their processes to integrate renewable energy into their processes and get rid of fossil fuels. That's going to be one of the big next challenges, and for that to happen we really need some political support. We need to establish the beacons, the lighthouse projects that really show how can this be done. Once they're there and we know how it functions, we can replicate. But this is an important step in this energy transition to get these heavy industrial processes powered by renewables and make that happen fast. We need to establish the first of a kind projects. They're always the most expensive ones, where you find out how is this actually working. There's a lot of research and development going into how can you actually power very energy intensive processes with renewables. Take steel for example. There you have a very, very high temperature process. Normally that's done with coke. A certain type of coal, and here we need to find out how can we actually do that based on renewables, and in order to do that we need some public support. The companies are ready to invest, but we need to make sure that the first of its kind works, and then we can start replicating. So there we need some support from public policymakers to make this happen. What's in there for industry in the long term is, first of all, they can be part of this necessary transition to a zero carbon economy. Secondly, over time we'll see that actually renewables will make it cheaper to do most of it, because we already see today that when we talk about new installations, it's cheaper to put up renewables. So over time, as we continue to see cost reductions in the renewable sphere, then we'll actually save money as industrials doing this.